students, in previous class we discussed the theory concept of index number. In this session we are going to start with the problems. Here there is first problem, that is calculate price index number for the following data by using simple aggregative method. Before going to start the problems, I will give a small introductions related to the types of index number. As we already know that there are mainly three types of index number, that is price index number, quantity index number and then value index number. Here in the price index number, it can be divided into two types, that is unweighted and weighted. It can be divided. Unweighted price index number is also known as simple price index number, and it can be divided into two types, that is simple aggregative method, and another one is simple average price relative method. Here price index number can be divided into two types, unweighted price index number or simple price index number, and the weighted price index number. Next, it can be divided into two types, simple aggregative method and simple average price relative method. See here, this problem is related to the simple aggregative method, that is unweighted aggregative method. Here, calculate price index number for the following data by using simple aggregative method. Then what is the formula for calculating simple aggregative method? That is P01, which is equal to summation P1 divided by summation P0 into 100. So for this formula we have to find out P1, which here as P1 and which is P0. So see here, there is a solution. Calculation of price index by using simple aggregative method. Yes, once again write this formula, that is this question is again. Here there is items, that is per kg, and then prices it is in rupees, that is divide here 2010 2012. See here items are wheat, rice, pulses, milk, and then cloth. Next, in 2010 the values are 20, 31, 40, 60, then again 20. Next, 23, 38, and then 44, 20, 30. These are the values what they given the items of prices. Here we find which one is base year and which one is current year. When comparing these 2 years, 2010 and 2012, comparing these 2 years, which one is less year? That is 2010. So we considered it as base year. Base year is nothing but P0, and the remaining year, that is 2012, as P1. Here 2012 is less than 2010, so P0, that is base year, is considered as P0, that is 2010 is P0, and the remaining 2012 year is considered as P1, that is current year. So the formula for calculating simple aggregative method is P P01 which is equal to summation P1 divided by summation P0 into 100. Then here summation P1 is nothing but total of current year price and summation P0 is nothing but total of base year price. Listen here. Then add both the years, that is the base year and the current year. So when adding these values, the total is 127. And for the 2012, the sum of 2012 values are 155. See here, the total of P0 value is 127 and the current year value is that 155. Then 127 is considered as summation P0. Summation P0, that is equal to 127. And 155 is considered as summation P1. 155. Then applying these values to that problem, to that formula, that is summation P1. So in the numerator, that is summation P1, that is 155 divided by summation P0 value is that 127 into 100. So the final value is that 122.05. That is P01 by using simple aggregative method. Here 122.05 is the price index in the simple aggregative method. The conclusion is like that. If it means that the prices in 2012 increased 22.05%. That means here we already considered the base year as 100. If you consider the base year as 100, the common base year as 100, then 122.05 and the remaining value is 22.05. So the prices for 2012 is increased by, for comparing the 100 base year 100, increased by 22.05% as compared to that of the 2010, that is the base year. This is the problems related to the simple aggregative method. Once I will explain here 2010 and 2012 values here, prices values. So you add both the values. Here 2010 is considered as P0 and 2012 is considered as P1. So add both the values 127 and 155. 127 is nothing but summation P0. Summation P1 is, that is 155. So apply both the values for this formula. 155 divided by 127 into 100, that is 122.05. As we already considered the base year as 100, for comparing this base year as 100, 122.05 minus 100, you got the value 22.05, which is expressed in terms of percentage. So the prices of for 2012, that is current year, is increased by 22.05% as compared to the base year 2010. And the next problem is, here in this question is calculate price index number using unweighted aggregative method. Unweighted aggregative method is nothing but simple aggregative method. For the year 2000 and 1999 on the basis of 1998 from the following data. When comparing the last problem, in that problem they given 2 years, that is 2010 and 12. But here there are 3 years of prices, that is 1998, 1999 and 2000. Here they given the commodities cheese, egg, potato, and they given the values for each year. In this problem, first you have to write the solution, that is commodities, then prices. In the prices, 1998 1999, then 2000. So in the commodities, that is cheese, that is per 100 grams. Next, egg per piece. Next, potato, that is per kg. And then values are 12, 3, 5 and 15, 4, 6 and 15.8, 3.5, 5.8. Now the first step is that to identify the base year and the current year. Here three values or 3 years is given. So comparing 1998, 1999 and 2000, which one is less? 1998. So we consider 1998 is P0 and the 1999 is considered as P1 and the remaining 2000, that is considered as P2. So for the P1 the base year is P0. For the year, that is P2, year 2000, the base year is that is 1998, that is P0. Here first write formula, that is unweighted aggregative index for 1999 over 1998 is unweighted aggregative index for 1999 over 1998 is, then the formula is P01, which is equal to summation P1 divided by summation P0 into 100. So summation P1 is nothing but total of P1. So total the P1 values, that is total is 25 and the total the summation P0 value is that 20. Next, here apply these two values for that formula, that is summation P1 value is that 25 divided by summation P0. Here this is considered as summation P0 and this one considered as summation P1. So write these values, 25 divided by 20 into 100. So the answer is that 125. Here the prices for the year 1999 is increased 25% of the base year as compared to the base year 1998. The conclusion is that the prices for the year 1999 is increased, that is 25% is increased for the base year 1998. Next, this is the P1 and P0 values. Next, when comparing P2 with the base year P0. So the formula is P0, right here, unweighted aggregative index for 2000 over 1998 is. See here, for 1999 over 1998, in this 2000 over 1998, comparing these two values and then comparing these two values. So here the formula for calculating, that is summation P2 and summation P naught into 100, because the unweighted aggregative index for 2000. So for 2000 is that P2. So you have to write the P2. Then the base year is always, that is P naught into 100. So the whole total of P2 value is summation P2 value is 25.1. So write the same here. Summation P2 value is 25.1 divided by summation P naught value is that 20 into 100. So the answer is 125.5. So the conclusion is that the prices for 2000 is increased by 25.5% as compared to that of the base year 1998. So the first problem they given only two values, 2010 and 12 years values. In this problem 1998, that is 3 years, 1998, 1999 and 2000 values. This is the overall. This problem is related to the simple aggregative method. And the next problem is that the following are the prices of commodities in 2005 and 2010. Calculate a price index based on price relative unweighted arithmetic mean as well as geometric mean. So in the unweighted price index numbers, that is another one type is that unweighted average price relative or simple average price relative method. In the simple average price relative method, there are two methods, that is arithmetic mean and the geometric mean. So then what is the formula for arithmetic mean, that is unweighted or simple arithmetic mean? Here P01 equals, it is for arithmetic mean. P01 equals summation P divided by N. This is the formula for arithmetic mean. Then for the geometric mean, P01 equals antilog into summation log P divided by N. So observe the formula. What are the informations we have to be calculated by using these prices or the items? So for the arithmetic mean, P01 equals summation P divided by N. Summation P is nothing but you have to calculate the P value. So total the P value. First you calculate the P value. So what is the formula for P? That is price relative is equal to P1 divided by P0 into 100. So for the calculations of P1 divided by P0 into 100. First you find the base year and the current year price. In this problem we consider compare these two values, that is 2005 and 2010. Comparing these, 2005 is the base year or the less value, so we considered it as base year, and the remaining 2010 as the current year. See here prices 2005. So 2005 is base year, that is P0, and 2010 is current year, that is P1. So the values are A, B, C, D, E, F. Then write the values 45, 60, 20, 50, 85, 120. And the 2010 values, that is P1 current year price values 55, 70, 30, 75, 90, 130. So for the calculations of arithmetic mean, we need the summation P divided by N. So you calculate the value of P. So P equals P1 divided by P0 into 100. So what is the value of P1? First value 55 and the P0 value is 45. So 55 divided by 45 into 100. 55 divided by 45 into 100 and the value is that 122.22. 55 divided by 45 into 100, 122.22. Next, 70 divided by 60 into 100, that is 116.67. And 30 divided by 20 into 100, the value is 150. Then 75 divided by 50 into 100, that is 150. 90 divided by 85 into 100, that is 105.88. And the another one, 130 divided by 120 into 100, that is 108.33. This is the value of P. So P equals P1 divided by P0 into 100. Then total the values, because we need the summation P for the arithmetic mean. So summation P. So summation P equals total the values. So the total is 753.1. 753.1. Then apply these values to this formula. Summation P divided by N. So summation P equals 753.1 divided by N. N is nothing but counting the number. How many years they given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So divided by 6. So the answer is that 125.517. This is arithmetic mean value. That is the simple arithmetic mean value. Here summation P divided by N. P equals P1 divided by P0 into 100. Next is that geometric mean. So the formula for geometric mean is that antilog into summation log P divided by N. See here, summation log P is nothing but you have to find log for P value. So you need the P value, but you already find the value of P. So log P is nothing but find the value or find the log for P value. So the P value is here 122.22. Then what is the log for 122.22? So next column is that log P. See here, for 122.22, the value of log, that is 122.22. You have to see the log table. In the log table, here there are two pages in that logarithm and anti-logarithm. First you have to find the log table. In that you have to take for the 12th row. You have to take the 12th row and second column and the remaining two, that is second mean difference. You have to take the 12th row, second column, second mean difference. We need only 4 columns for finding the log. We need only 4 values or digits to find the logarithm. See here, the logarithm starts from the value that is 10. 10, 11, 12, 13. It starts from 10. You have to find the value of 12. Here there is 12. In the same line, you take the value of 2. Second column is, that is the column starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 and the rows starts from 10, 11, 12, 13 like that. Here we take, this is 12th row. So here 10, 11, 12. 12th row. In the same line, you take second column. This is row and this is column. So the value is that 0864. For 12th row, second column, 0864 and the remaining fourth digit is that 2. So in the same line you have to take the second mean difference, and the mean difference starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9. So you take the 12th row, the number 12 in the same row. In the same row you have to take the second mean difference. The value is 8. Then add these two values 0, 8, 7, 2. 0, 8, 7, 2. You have to write the same here 0, 8, 7, 2. Then you put the point here, and then here before, that means points left side is that 3 digit, 1, 2, 3 digit. You have to cancel 1 digit and the remaining digits are 2. So for the log 122.22 is that 2.0872. Once again I will tell you 122.22 log is that you have to take a 12th row, second column, and then second mean difference. Then you remove this value, because we need only 4 digits to calculate the log for P. So next is 116.67. In the same way, you have to find the log for 116.67. 11th row, 6th column, and another 1 digit, that is for 6th mean difference. For the 11th row, 6th column, the value is that 0645. For the 11th row, you find here in the log table, that is 16. Here there is a number 16. In the same, in the 11, the number is 11. Here in the 11, you have to take the 6th column. In that 6th column, the value is that 0645. And 6th mean difference. In the same line, you have to take the 6th mean difference. The value is 23. Then add these values, that is 0668. You write the same here 0668. Then put the point here, and for here the points left side is 3 digit. You cancel the 1 digit, then write 2. If you cancel 1 digit, the remaining digits are 2, so you have to write 2. If the points left side is 2 digit, for example, if the points left side is 2 digit, you cancel 1 digit and the remaining is that 1 digit. You may write here 1. Next, you find the same as 150 for log. Here 150, there is no point and the right side values. So you have to take for 15th values of the rows 0 column. That means here there is only the 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 like that. So you have to take the 15th row, and the same here you have to take the zeros column. In the 15th row, zeros column is that 1761. 1761, that is right 1761. So point here, put point here, and here 3 digits are there, so cancel 1 digit and the remaining is 2. In the same for 150, the value is 1761, 2.1761. And in the same way, you have to find out for the 105.88 values log. So the value is that 2.0245, and the log for 108.33 is that 2.0346. This is the value, that is log value for P. Here, next step is that you have to take on the geometric mean formula. Summation log P is nothing but total the log P. So log P column is here. So total, that is the summation log P. Then total the values. So the answer is that 12.2 into 12.5653 divided by 6. Divided by 6, that is n value is 6. So right here anti-log 12.5653 divided by 6 is that 2.0942. So then last step is you find 2.0942 value for anti-log and you find the anti-log for 2.0942. In this step we have to take 0.09. Here there is a log table and anti-log table. In the anti-log table, the values starts from, that is point something. So you have to observe here 0.09. Sorry, 0.09. You have to take 0.09 fourth column and second mean difference. You have to take for the 0.09 row fourth column and second mean difference. Then observe here for 0.09 rows, fourth column the value is that 121242. For the 0.09 fourth column is that 1242 and second mean difference. Here there is also mean difference in the anti-log table. So second mean difference value is that 1. So the answer is 1, 2, 4, 3. This is the anti-log of the value 2.0942. 1, 2, 4, 3. Then here in the points left side is the value is 2. So then plus or add one value, that is equal to 3. After the 3 digits you put the point here. 1, 2, 3. You put the point here because you have to add for this points left side values. You have to take the plus value, that is plus or addition the 1 values. So 2 plus 1 is that 3. So you have to put after 3 digits point. So anti-log for 2.0942 is that 124.3. This is the geometric mean values. Here there are mainly two concepts in the simple average price relative, that is arithmetic mean and the geometric mean. For the arithmetic mean you have to find the value of P, that is summation P. You have to find the value of P, P1 divided by P0 into 100. And for the geometric mean summation log of P. So for the P you have to find the log. So log P is also find out. So next is the value for 2.0942 is considered, and you have to find the anti-log for this value. After the value is at 124.3. This is the overall concept of unweighted price index number or simple price index.